guys, welcome to the Baguette Arm podcast. Today is episode 1, and our topic today is NSB drama. If you don't know who or what NSB is, they are called North Star Boys, NSB for short. And they are a bunch of guys who decided. Hey guys, welcome to the Baguette Arm podcast. Today is episode 1, and our topic today is NSB drama. If you don't know who or what NSB is, they are called North Star Boys, NSB for short. And they are a bunch of guys who decided to make some content and all this other jazz. I'm gonna start off strong.
Yeah.
And
you get to take the lead in this episode.
Yes. And talk about Kane. So there has been a lot of allegations about him that are true, by the way. He has essayed multiple women, including minors. And he has also been lying and blaming the other members for his actions. He basically said that everything that's been coming out is hold on. I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. He's basically been pointing all of the allegations towards the other boys, and I'm just gonna say it, they're not true. A lot of people have been going around lying and making allegations about the others when it's proven that those are false, but the stuff about him is all a lie, basically.
Sorry. I am watching the cat.
We will be getting heavily distracted in this episode because of the cat.
Yes.
I will say a lot of the people making videos and posts about Kane are true. There are some people who are making videos like saying that they were also essayed, but the timelines and their stories didn't add up. But most of the allegations are true about him. And there's this person, her name is Victoria. She had made about 3 or 4 videos talking about Oliver and saying how he essayed a minor when he did not. Which all of those stories from her were proven false. She had talked about how he was blacked out drunk and then said that he was sober, and then said that him and a minor were doing sexual things beside her, and that the minor was staring dead into her eyes while this act was happening. And instead of her going to tell someone, she sat there and watched. And then she decided to go tell someone, and then the mother of this person said that never happened. Oliver was not doing any sexual things with her daughter, and even the girl that happened with also spoke out about it, and Oliver also spoke out about it. I do not remember if he was blacked out drunk or if he was just like drunk. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've actually watched any of the stuff about Oliver because so much stuff has been coming out about Kane that I have been a lot more focused on. because the stuff about him is true. So I haven't really focused on more of the Oliver shit because I know that is not true. And tonight I actually just found out, well, not when this is posted, obviously, but I found out that the company NSB is under now is looking for new members because all the originals except for Kane and Tyler have left. Which is crazy. NSB was something that Oliver had created, by the way. He sold it to the company, and by the start of all of this, and well, not start, but the end of all of the drama happening, he left. He gave them total rights and left. He wanted nothing to do with it.
Sorry.
Are you good, Sal? But moving forward, Oliver has talked about the whatever NSB is under. Specifically Ryan thinks that Oliver has something to do with it. And honestly, I can kind of see where Ryan is coming from because Oliver still follows the NSB account. So I can kind of see where he's coming from. I will say this, Sebastian has nothing to do with any of it. He actually has told people to unfollow all NSB accounts on all social platforms. He himself has done that. He has completely removed himself from the situation. He didn't want to even be a part of the drama that's going on. He tried to stay away from it because he didn't want any part in it. But he had so many people contacting him, asking him to speak out on it and to get involved. And so he did a live. He made a live on the 2nd of this month and spoke out on it. Which is
July.
Yes, July. He spoke out about it, and it took him a while to get to the point. I'm gonna be honest, it did take him a little bit to get to the point, but he is not involved with it. But I don't know about Oliver because he still follows the account and he says that he's been away from it, but I know he's going through a lot right now because of everything that's been going on. I know he's going through a lot, so I'm not trying to put too much on him. But I feel like part of me still feels like he has something to do with it.
Yeah.
Just because he follows the NSB account. He is very open about everything that's been going on. He's been very open about it. But there's still part of me that feels like he's a part of what's going on at the moment with the NSB account, if that makes sense. Oh, I did mention this. Brian, Reggie, Justin, and Darren have all left. They all left NSB first. They didn't want to be a part of anything, so they were the first to leave. And then it was Sebastian, then it was Oliver. Kane and Tyler are still in the group. I believe anyways. And they're just looking for new members. And I'm gonna say something that's really crazy about them recruiting new members. You have to pay $7,000 a month. Did you not see that?
I did not.
You have to pay $7,000 a month to stay in the group. The company will provide the household and everything, like furniture and all that, but you have to pay over $7,000 a month to be able to even be in the group. Girl.
Sorry.
Which is absolutely bananas.
Bananas.
And I will say that we do not support NSB anymore. We really only support Ryan, Darren, Reggie, and Justin right now. We're very unsure with Sebastian and Oliver because they still follow Kane. So we're very unsure of whether we should support them or not. I am happy that Sebastian finally spoke out about it and did say something and actually left instead of just making posts saying he was leaving and then, oh, he's staying. I am finally happy that he, is truthful and made a decision. And I do hate that Oliver is going through a lot mentally right now. You can see that he's been going through a lot, but I am still very unsure whether to support them or not because they still follow a rapist.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether to support them or not. And you're all probably wondering, like, you shouldn't if he's still following a rapist. And I completely agree with that. I completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I have unfollowed them completely on all platforms. I'm kind of just waiting to see if they unfollow Kane and see if they're actually, trustworthy or if they were never trustworthy from the beginning. So is there anything that you would like to talk about with this topic at all?
I don't think I have much to say, honestly. Like, I mean, I know we talked about it the other day.
Yeah.
But I think, like, so much has happened in our lives the past 2 or 3 days that all of the NSB drama has just left my head.
Yeah, we've had a lot of personal stuff going on. Our very first episode was supposed to be about the Slayton siblings, actually. But so much has happened that we haven't been able to catch up on the latest stuff with them, with like the latest season. So that is going to be a completely different episode when we are able to catch up on it fully. And like I really wasn't planning on doing such a heavy topic for our very first episode. I wanted to start off a little strong, but not that strong.
I wanted to talk about Tam Tam. Sorry.
Damn. But again, we had a lot of stuff going on, come up and get in the way of our plans. So we just made it. So we started off with a real strong, heavy episode. And that was NSB drama. And I know for a fact that everything I talked about is that's not everything. That's not the whole drama. There's so much more. I just cannot think of everything off of the top of my head because there's so much to actually say. And just everything has left my brain, to be so honest with you. I'm surprised I got any of what I talked about out, to be fair. I was kind of just remembering as I was yapping.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot that I wanted to talk about, but I cannot think of. And if I ever think of it, maybe it might be in a later episode.
Mm-hmm.
It might be. But, yeah, this is... I actually did want to say, we had to refilm this episode.
We did.
Because we had filmed this episode, and then I found out all of the new drama with NSB, and I was like, we have to refilm.
Yeah.
We both decided that we'd rather just refilm the episode than film a completely different episode. So this is a refilm. But you know what? That's okay. I feel like it was better to refilm the episode than just make a completely new one.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that way, while all of it is on, the top of my head, I could just get it out.
Yeah.
And get everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know there's probably, again, so much more to it. And I may still not know everything. I, only had an hour to actually research everything, so I may not know everything, but what I did know, I did want to talk about.
Yeah.
So, if any more drama comes out, it'll definitely be in another episode. Definitely.
If you couldn't tell, he really wants to talk about this.
I do, because I have so many opinions on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that we are refilming this, because I completely forgot to bring up something Justin had said in one of their videos. Which really makes it like, oh, so this is true. Like, all of this is true about Kane. Did I tell you about that? Oh, no.
I have no idea.
Justin, okay, so Kane was having a conversation with, I think, Darren or Ryan. I don't remember. And Justin was like, is she of age or something?
Oh my god, yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it really just, like, made you think and made you realize that, all of this is true.
Yeah.
But, yeah, those four boys do not associate themselves with Kane, specifically. Ryan does not associate himself with Kane, Sebastian, Tyler, or Oliver. Him and Oliver have a lot of unresolved stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
And instead of them talking about it privately, they're
making it public.
Yeah, they're making it public on their live streams. And it's just, I feel like they should take this, whatever is going on between them two, I feel like they should really talk about it privately, so stuff can be discussed offline. And then after they discuss things, they can talk about it publicly if they would like.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they really should just, like, take a step back and talk about it privately before they continue to talk about it publicly.
Yeah.
Because they're, with some my dollar. Dude. With some topics, I do feel like they should just be left private, or at least talk about it privately before it becomes public.
Yeah, of course.
I've had a lot of stuff happen to me that had become public, but it shouldn't have, from ex-friends. And it completely fucked me over. So, I feel like it would be more mature to talk about it privately and get everything resolved, rather than continue to go public about it. That was a lot. And if I don't have a voice tomorrow...
It's no more than you usually talk in a day.
Right.
That's not me being rude. It's just
no, she's calling me a master yapper.
I'm just stating a fact.
She's calling me a master yapper, because I do yap a lot. So I don't think I have much to say more about the NSB drama right now. Again, if anything else pops up or comes to light, I will talk about it in a different episode, if we have time in a different episode. But right now, I just can't think of any more, and I don't know anymore, so I can't talk about it much anymore. I feel like I just said anymore a lot.
Yes.
Is there anything... I know I asked this before, but again, is there anything if you would like to talk about? Yeah.
You were yapping, yeah. That's okay. I was letting you take the lead. You've been wanting to talk about that, so.
Yes. This is the star of our episode right here.
Yes, she is.
She's, like, deadpan staring at us on camera.
Oh, perfect.
That was so creepy. She was just, like, staring at it for so long.
She was like, why aren't you talking about me? Do you want us to talk about you?
I mean, we can talk about her drama. That cat is on some things. She runs through that. Like, if we let her, she'd be running through the house at fucking 2 a.m. going batshit crazy.
Yes.
At night, before we had moved here, and she would stay out of the cage, she would get midnight zoomies and run under her bed, and it's, like, full on smack the top of her skull on the metal bar under the bed frame.
Yeah.
It was hearing that, like hearing it from other people and then experiencing it was fucking hilarious.
It was jarring to hear it though.
It was
Jesus Christ, are you good?
Like, why did you bonk your head so aggressively?
And she would every time. And she just did it again!
She just walked her head on a tripod.
Oh, you're a mess.
Say hi. Tell us you're saying hi. Hello.
What a nice lady.
What a very nice little lady.
Yeah, picture her. Sorry, girl.
What a very nice little lady. She's like little star for episode 1.
She is.
Yeah. She just beat Bobs. That's Sally. That's your cat. Is there any topic that you would like to add to this episode?
I don't know. What about you? You want to talk about anything else?
I do have a topic in mind. And it's also another very heavy topic that a lot of people have different opinions about.
Okay.
And that would be the drama in the K-pop industry.
It is a really bad year for K-pop.
It is a terrible year for K-pop right now.
It is, yes. Kiss of life.
If you guys don't know who they are, don't look them up and don't support them. They are racist as hell.
Yeah.
They are very heavily racist towards the Black community, so I would most definitely not support them.
And I'm pretty sure the Latina community as well.
Why are so many K-pop groups racist?
You know better.
That
you know better.
You know better than to do this shit. So there is one specific thing that I want to talk about.
Okay.
That a lot of people would hate me for. And I honestly don't care. I don't care. I felt this way since it happened and since he left the group, and I'm gonna talk about it if I fucking want to.
Stray Kids.
Stray Kids. We don't like saying his name, but I'm saying his name for the video.
Woojin?
Yes.
I hope that's how you pronounce it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I've heard it pronounced.
Yeah.
Sorry if it's not. Let us know if that's not how you pronounce it.
Please. So a few years ago, he hasn't been in the group for quite a while now. But before he had left, a lot of stuff was coming out about him. And it was the fact that he was abusing the other members. And a lot of people would be like, no, he didn't. All of that was proven false. Okay, well, let me make a point here. He threw Felix into the bleachers with one of their little game things. It was like a tag game. You had to get a number off their back or something. And to get Felix's paper, he threw him into the bleachers. Back first, by the way. And he has also elbowed Lino and Ian in the face multiple times. And I want to say he also. I feel like I'm about to butcher her name, which I'm sorry now. Hyunjin?
I think that's right. Hyunjin.
Right? I feel like I don't.
Again, let us know if that's wrong.
Yeah, I ain't great at pronouncing things. So yeah, and there was also a video where people would be like, "No, he never did that." They were auditioning. I think it was a girl group, but they were minors back then. They were sitting in the what are they called? I don't want to say it was like an auditorium type thing, but they were sitting in those like foldable seats. Is that
Maybe.
I have no idea.
I don't know what you're referring to, but probably.
I don't think you ever knew about this video. I'm not sure.
Auditorium.
I have.
I feel like that's right.
And while these girls were, sorry, what were you saying?
The seats and then the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what an auditorium is.
I have no idea. Oh,
that's bad face. So don't look at that.
But while these girls were performing on stage, again, I think this was an audition thing. I'm not gonna say correct words because YouTube will ban before certain words. He was rubbing himself basically. Yeah. While watching these girls perform, and a lot of people were like, no, he was just rubbing his thigh. That was not his thigh, honey. That was not his thigh. And it's crazy that so many people still continue to support him. And like, it was so long ago. Everything was proven false. Okay, it doesn't matter how long ago it was. And also, it's not false. There's video proof.
There's video proof.
There's literal video proof.
There's video proof of these like situations happening.
Yeah.
What do you mean that's false?
That people who support him and say that none of that stuff happened, just y'all are delusional as hell. Y'all are delusional, gullible, all of it. You don't want to see the truth, which is depressing. I will never support him, ever. I've never really liked him from the beginning, to be honest with you. Something always felt off about him, but I couldn't place until I started seeing like
the abuse.
Yeah. And I started seeing this video, and I was like, oh, and then I saw that video of him, rubbing himself while those girls were dancing, and it was just like, okay, yeah, no, you're just fucking disgusting. Men.
Fucking men.
And I do not know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not gonna try, but this is a completely different group. He is from Big Bang. He's the one that had a lot of the essay scandal about, and I feel like there was another scandal.
That was before our K-pop time.
It was. It really was. But like, it's crazy that people still support him. And isn't he out of jail now?
I think so.
Which is
I
crazy.
have no idea.
I feel like he should have served more time with the amount of victims he had, to be honest. I feel like he should have got a life sentence, but a lot of people aren't ready for that conversation. Also, I do want to say that there's only really one good member from Big Bang. And that was Top. Because all the others either did racist things or had essayed someone.
I can't speak on that much. I have, that was before my time, and I never really liked the group anyway. I only liked, one song, and I can't even remember what it's called, because it was forever ago.
Wasn't it Fuck You?
Maybe. I know it had fuck in it. Was it Fuck You? Was it Fuck Off? I don't know.
It was Fuck You. The title of the song is Fuck You.
It was that.
Fuck You. But yeah, is there any groups that you would like to talk about? Or just an idol in general that you would like to talk about that's really problematic and people did not be delusional over? Or any good idols that people say that something happened but never did. Anything with Jessie. That poor girl has been there too much.
Well, I do know a lot of the things that have been stated about Jessie are true.
Oh,
but canceling her over something that a man did? Are you serious? He was harassing her. I told you about it forever. Like when it happened, like I think she was like out with her friend.
Yeah, you told me the other day.
And then a guy came up and was like asking for a picture, I think, and maybe her autograph. I'm not completely sure. And she said no, and he kept like,
kept being a disgusting prick about it.
Kept being gross and harassing her. And it turned into a nasty situation, and now she's canceled over it. She was defending herself.
I will say I don't know everything about Jessie, and I don't know if there like a lot of things that are being said about her is true or not. She's not an idol I pay attention to. She's not someone I pay attention to. I've never been interested in Jessie specifically, so
I mostly just sorry. I mostly just listen to her music. That's it. I don't really like pay attention to her as a human being. I just listen to her music. I don't.
That's how I am with a lot of groups. I don't really pay attention to who they are. I
just thought that story was outrageous, and that's like
yeah.
That's about all I know on her as a person. But yeah.
Is there any groups that you relate to about?
I don't think so. I don't know. Nothing that hasn't already been way oversaid, honestly. Not just by me, just by the public in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for BTS to be back.
Yes. Isn't their new album dropping like next week?
Girl, it's been a few days.
I swear I thought I saw a notification saying that a new album was dropping soon.
I don't know.
I don't remember when.
It has been a few days since I've been since I've actually like paid attention to social media. So I'm not completely sure, but I know that they are having a comeback.
I feel, speaking of like off topic from K-pop real quick, social media. I have been taking a lot of time away from it lately. There's no reason to. I think I've just kind of like lost the motivation to be on it. Because like I used to be on it a lot. You know how much I used to be on it.
I do.
I was like addicted. But like the past couple months, I don't know. It just I haven't been as interested in being on it, especially TikTok more than anything. Like I haven't really been interested in being on it. I haven't been interested in posting on it much. I haven't really been on social media that much. I go on there daily, but I'm definitely not on there as much as I used to. Much as it used to be.
Actually, yeah. Same. That's how I've been the past, I think, 2 weeks since I'm not gonna say that.
Since that's been happening.
Since you know who did you know what. I do want to talk about the family lore. Sorry. That's not something we can talk about in this episode. I'm gonna have to wrap it up soon, but
yes, we are gonna have to wrap it up soon. But that is definitely maybe that's something we'll talk about on our 4th episode.
Maybe.
You guys better stay tuned for that. Be out in a couple weeks.
The lore runs deep.
It does.
And we can't even like talk about everything.
We can't talk about everything because there is a lot of stuff that we can talk about though. And I'm excited for that episode.
Yeah.
We actually had no idea what episode 4 was going to be, but now I think we do.
I think you've just figured that out.
Actually. I also do promise our setup will be a little bit better in upcoming episodes.
Yes. We're trying.
We are. We
don't have a lot to work with.
We don't. And I will say there might be some episodes in the future where we are in a different location as well.
Yeah.
It kind of just depends. But yeah, our setup will be much better in the future. And in different locations.
Yes. Yes. Maybe more of Sal.
Maybe Sally will be in most of our episodes. I can see her.
Yeah.
Maybe Sal will be in most of our episodes, guys.
Yeah. We know the world loves cats.
Yes, the world does love cats. I will say, y'all aren't ready for the next few episodes. Okay, we got a lot.
The next one, hopefully, it'll have some people like, excuse me?
I'm sorry? Pardon me? Alright, well, that's the end of episode 1.
Just cover your face. Sorry. You go ahead. You go ahead.
But anyway, that is the end of episode 1. She's leaving me. Like all my friends.
You know who?
Oh, I want to get into that lore, honey. I do. But anyway, this is the end of episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoy the upcoming episode that will be out. We will be posting every Saturday.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yes, hopefully. As long as nothing comes up, we will be posting every Saturday. So yeah. See you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.